Hey, this is Dave Pryor. We're here at Agile 2018 in the leading Agile booth where we're doing interviews all week long with speakers and folks that are here at the conference so that if you can't make it, you can get a sense of what's going on. And right now, our CFO, Paul Argiry, is here. Thank you for being here.
Good being here, Dave.
He's giving a talk. His talk is on Thursday at 9 a.m.
9 a.m.
A rough hour. Addressing your CFO's concern to an enterprise-wide Agile transformation.
Yep.
So we don't want to give it all away. But can you give kind of a highlight or a summary of what the talk's going to be about?
So overall, it's about, when you're going to go out and do a large-scale, enterprise-wide transformation, there's going to be some big dollars involved.
Right.
And you want to make sure that you're addressing all the CFO's concerns.
Okay.
He's going to be putting significant money of the company's money at risk.
Yeah.
And so what kind of return is he going to get for making that investment? So
Okay.
what kind of safety can you provide for him? And so part of the talk is talking about some of the key financial and business matters that need to go into your overall
pitch.
evaluation, your business case.
Because this is a question I get asked in class, like, how do I convince management to want to do this stuff?
Right.
And I'm like, well, if they're not finding their way to it, and we don't know, like, what is maybe one or two things that you would want to sorry, we have a technical issue. It was not. The other one was.
It's not working?
His mic's not on mute. Is mine on mute? We're both on. This one's on mute. Turn it on. Oh, it's on now. They're all on. Oh no, this one's not on. Does that mess it all up? Give this to him. All right, should we start it over? Okay, we're live streaming, so we're just gonna keep going. Could you hear anything he was saying?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're gonna fix our technical issue. We're inspecting and adapting. It's totally cool.
We're being agile. We're moving and grooving.
What I was gonna ask was, are there like maybe one or two or three things that you could mention that if I'm somebody not management level, is trying to convince management and the CFO that this is something we need to support, what should I be bringing them? What are some data points or kind of like you mentioned, show me a return. How am I going to do that? We haven't done it yet.
Right. So there's two financial metrics that I recommend including in the overall presentation.
Okay.
One is return on investment, ROI.
Okay.
Which really talks about the efficiency of the investment. The company's going to be putting this money at risk. When I get my money back, how much return am I going to get on that?
Well, that's hard. I mean, if you say it's going to cost $1, then what do I get for my $1? Well, we're going to be faster and we'll inspect and adapt and we'll be happier.
Right.
But how much money are you going to give me?
It's all about money, right? At the end of the day, if you're a for-profit enterprise, then
you've no way to quantify that.
No, you can. You can go through and quantify the significant benefits, and we're going to talk about three of them.
Okay.
Part of it's revenue, part of it's cost reduction, and also employee retention. And you really need to quantify each of those benefits, for the CFO.
Okay. So what you're trying to explain to the CFO is how is trying to implement this going to make the organization healthier, because that can be tied back to dollars.
You can tie it back. All the things you're going to try to accomplish and what you want to accomplish from going to an agile environment, you can quantify those benefits, calculate and the return on that.
Okay. So I think one of the things that's really important is if you're trying to make the case, you have to give them the ability to say yes by speaking to them in their own language.
Yes. Okay. You have to kind of give them the vernacular and make sure you're addressing those key points. The other key financial metric I like talking about is the payback period. How long in time do I get to break even, right? Is it going to be 2 years, 4 years? Because it's too far out and they can't touch it,
they don't want it.
They're not going to want it. There's too much risk. There's too many other priorities in the organization that they're going to want to make that investment and put that risk on.
Okay, so you need to be able to show some kind of quicker return.
Those two metrics are a good balance.
Okay.
It's for the filter to make that investment.
Okay. Now, what if I am switching gears?
Okay.
I'm somebody who works in finance. I'm a CFO or some other financial person, because you were in this situation.
Yep.
And your company's switching to Agile, and you look at it and they're like, well, it's about teams and developers. Like, what the hell? I don't do any of that. So how did you go about learning this? Or what is a way that somebody from a finance background can kind of get their feet in the pool and get a sense of what's going on with Agile?
For me, it was spending time with our consultants. We have some thought leaders in our organization, so listening to our, pretty much morning every day we talk about what our business does.
Okay.
Spend a lot of time reading the information and all the available on our website. So me just reading, listening to folks, and really kind of ingesting and digesting it and just kind of relearning it. So I wouldn't, there's plenty to go out there and learn on that.
Okay.
So for this talk is there's a couple of key points that I talk about of the reasons that you want to make sure you're addressing to your CFO of the, why do people want to become agile? That's the business reasons, and then let's quantify those financial benefits from that.
Okay.
Tying those two together.
Okay. All right. I just totally lost my cups. We need to stop again. What do you need, Ron? Your bag. 1 second.
Okay, we have another pause for this.
This is a pretty hip bag.
There's my life in it.
Your life. Well, I want you to have your life.
Thank you.
What kind of bag is it?
It's called sfbags.com.
Live,
Very
Dave.
nice. I know we're live. I'm doing it on purpose. Can you show them the bag, Ron?
Yeah, we at least see the bag.
Show them the bag on the Facebook.
Yeah, come back around.
No, show the Facebook. Show the camera.
Wow, that's a life bag right there. Very nice. Coming to you live.
Thank you.
We appreciate that. I heard you're the godfather of the manifesto.
I was one of the guys that was there. That was mostly drinking.
Oh, okay. He said he was drinking only. Okay.
Okay. Totally lost my train of thought. You're talking about how the CFO needs to. Has it changed? I remember my question. Has it changed the way that you approach your work? Is there anything you're doing differently?
Well, we're trying to be more agile within the finance department ourselves, just trying to be a little bit more efficient. We have we don't have a daily stand-up, but we have a weekly stand-up of all the projects that we're working on. Where are some of the obstacles we're coming into? How can we help each other out?
Okay.
We don't do it every single day, but we do it on a weekly basis with my financial and operations team.
Okay, cool. So if you're here, you want to go Thursday morning at 9 a.m. addressing your CFO's concern into an enterprise-wide agile transformation. We've done another interview about this. That's an audio one.
Yes, it was during the World Cup.
Yeah, and so you can check that out on the Leading Agile site as well if you'd like to learn more. And dude, thank you very much for coming by.
Good to see you, Dave.
All right, so keep watching. We're going to do interviews all week long with speakers and thought leaders that are here at Agile 2018. Thanks.